In a world overflowing with, the true gift is not found in how loudly we speak, but in how deeply we understand. The book How to Speak Less and Understand More reminds us of a timeless truth. Wisdom is not measured but by the clarity of our thoughts and the depth of our listening. Let us begin by reflecting on the simple idea of speaking less. At first, it may sound like weakness, as though silence means you have nothing to contribute. But the reality is the opposite. Speaking less is not about withholding yourself, it is about giving value to every word. Imagine words as currency. If you spend them carelessly, they lose their worth. But when you choose them wisely, every word becomes powerful, respected, and remembered. Speaking less also opens the door to one of the most transformative skills of all, listening. Too often, we listen only to reply. We wait for our turn to speak instead of absorbing what the other person truly means. But when we practice deep listening, when we focus not only on words but on tone, pauses, and emotions, something magical happens. We begin to see the world through another's eyes. That, my friends, is the beginning of true understanding. Consider this. Leaders who listen inspire greater trust than those who constantly speak. Friends who listen build stronger bonds than those who dominate conversations. Families that value listening create harmony rather than conflict. Listening is not passive, it is an act of respect, an act of connection, and an act of wisdom. But listening alone is not enough. Silence itself carries power. When you choose silence instead of rushing into speech, you create a moment of reflection. In that space, emotions cool, thoughts become clearer, and your response becomes wiser. Many arguments could be softened, many mistakes avoided, if we simply paused for silence before replying. Silence is not emptiness, it is preparation. It sharpens the mind and strengthens the heart. Yet there is one more truth hidden within this practice. Understanding begins where ego ends. Ego pushes us to speak quickly, to prove our point, to win the argument. But wisdom invites us to let go, to step back, and to ask, what can I learn here? Every conversation is an opportunity, not to dominate, but to grow. When ego falls silent, understanding rises. Now, how do we live this message in daily life? The book offers timeless lessons. Practice the art of pause. Count to 3 before speaking. Make listening your priority. Hear to understand, not just to respond. Embrace silence. Use it as a tool to think, to reflect, to choose wisely. And finally, wait when you choose to speak. And understanding more does not mean you agree with everything. It means you open your heart and mind to truth's layer. But let your understanding be vast. In the discipline of silence, in the power of listening, and in the humility of learning, you will find not only wisdom but also peace. Thank you.